This tutorial is the second in a series of 3 that answers the question, how can you use information in a database record to help you better understand your sources in context and also save valuable research time? In this video, the focus is on the authors. How can the database record help you understand more about the perspective of the experts who wrote the article? Let's start with the same search I used in the first video, which used the terms climate change and poverty and Africa. And let's compare the same 2 articles that we used in the first video. Climate and poverty in Africa south of the Sahara, and climate change, population, and poverty, vulnerability and exposure to heat stress in countries bordering the Great Lakes of Africa. In the first video, we established that even though these articles seem to be on the same topic, the impact of climate change on poverty in Africa, they were published for completely different communities of experts, with the first article targeting economists and policy experts, and the second article targeting climate scientists. A second really important context is understanding the authority of those who wrote the articles by learning more about the authors themselves and the roles they might play within their expert communities. The authors' names are at the top of the record under the article title, and the footnotes after their names bring us down to author affiliations at the bottom of the record. For the first article, we learned that at the time this article was written, the first author worked at a food policy research institute in Washington, D.C., and the second author worked at the Paris School of Economics. For the second article, we learned that the second author works at the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder, Colorado. This is valuable information. It helps to confirm the type of expert authority held by the authors. These 2 articles are both about the impact of climate change on poverty in Africa, but they approach the topic from completely different perspectives. Author affiliation is also valuable for when it's appropriate to introduce your authors in your writing. Note that the author affiliations listed in the database record are only accurate as of the date of publication, so Googling the author names or finding their professional profiles online is also a really good idea for a more complete and updated picture of who they are and what other research they've done. So even though both of the articles we looked at discussed some aspect of the topic of climate change and poverty in Africa, they each were written by different types of experts for different communities of experts. It's up to me to decide which experts' perspectives I care about. If I keep looking through my search results, I might find articles written by human rights activists, lawyers, biochemists, food production specialists, and many other types of experts. You can use the information in a database record to help you make informed decisions about what you want to spend time reading for your research project. For one more idea about how you can use a database record to make sure you are choosing sources that are relevant to what you're interested in, go to tutorial number 3 in the series, Subject Terms and Abstract.